Rally Armor's mud flaps have been very popular with the Focus ST crowd, and now they're available for Fiesta ST as well. While some people install mud flaps strictly for looks, their main job is to protect the paint from flying debris coming off your tires. Be honest, if you're driving your ST like it's meant to be driven, there's a good possibility that's happening. So today we're going to show you how to protect your paint by installing a set of Rally Armor mud flaps. Rally Armor's mud flaps are made right here in the USA of a very heavy-duty resilient urethane. What that means is hot and cold temperatures are not going to affect them, so they'll protect your paint for years to come. The kits can include front and rear mud flaps, plus all necessary hardware for installation. Rally Armor offers the Fiesta mud flaps in their standard black with red, black with gray, black with blue, or white with red finish. But if you have a green Envy or a molten orange Fiesta ST, we've teamed up with Rally Armor to offer these exclusive black with orange or black with green, which will look great on your Fiesta. For this installation, you'll need a lift or a jack and jack stands, Phillips head screwdriver, panel removal tool, small pick, 1/4 inch ratchet, 7/16 socket, marker, drill, pilot drill bit, 1/4 inch drill bit, 5/16 drill bit, and safety glasses. You want to start the installation by getting the Fiesta up in the air, removing all 4 wheels. You can start with the front and back, it doesn't matter. In my opinion, the front's the more difficult installation. I'm going to do that first. The first step in the install here is to remove this rocker end cap by removing this mounting clip. With the cap off, clean the area behind it. Probably find lots of rocks and gravel and dirt in here, which is kind of why we're installing these mud flaps in the first place. Now I'll grab the thicker foam spacer, move the adhesive back, and go right here on the end. Once you do that, you're going to carefully reinstall the liner. And get it just right, the liner is going to line up evenly with the actual edge of your fender and push up against it. For the liner reattached, we're going to remove the inner screw. We'll be installing a bracket here. These tend to strip easily, you may need a small pick to get this out. Then we're going to install the first bracket. You'll want to grab the bracket itself, another one of these clips, one of the shorter screws, and one of the plastic clips with the screw in the middle, which you're going to remove. You're going to remove the screw from this applied plastic insert, put that in the stock location back there. Now we're going to grab the bracket with the metal screw and thread it into the plastic insert. Remember, you're threading metal in the plastic, so just get it snug, you don't have to over tighten. With that in place, now install the clip from the bottom to slide it up. Now I'm going to grab the factory end cap, this mounting bracket here, and a small screw and washer. This is going to go behind the end cap. I'm going to line that up, put that in the factory mounting point in the splash shield where we removed the clip earlier. Careful not to over tighten this because you are screwing the plastic, just get it snug. The next step is this end cap cover that's going to cover up this aftermarket bracket. What basically it's going to do is fit over this, go flush with the end cap, flush with the edge of the fender. It's actually going to follow the molding of the splash shield. You're going to hold that in place and then mark these 3 holes. We're going to drill out the 3 marked holes to 1/4 inch. I suggest starting with a smaller bit as a pilot hole and then open them up. The holes drilled, we're going to reinstall the plastic trim panel we just removed. Install the push pins. Now we're ready to install the actual mud flap. The first step here is going to remove the screw that we temporarily installed earlier. Now we'll hang our mud flap. We're going to install this black bracket over it. The bracket here you may have to bend slightly. You want it to match the contour of the fender. Make sure that it holds this in place. We have that where we want it. Install a washer and a nut on each of these and just hand tighten them for now. We're going to reinstall the middle screw we just removed. Again, just get it started. And then finally a screw in the back bracket. Just line up the plastic clip until it goes with the mud flap. Also just hand tighten. You want to leave it loose, so now you have an adjustment. So you can adjust it and get it straight and flat. Then tighten everything down. And give this just a little bit more bend. And reinstall the hardware. With the wheel off the car, the first step in installing the rear is to remove these two clips here and then drill out the lower rivet. And with the rivet removed, drill it out to 5/16. Now peel back the liner, grab two of the S clips. I'm going to slide these over the existing holes. Now we're going to grab the supplied push pin here. Once again, we're going to separate it. Discard the center, and we're going to put this in the hole we just drilled. Now you want to grab the long foam spacer. Make sure your bumper cover is clean as possible right here. You can install that with the bottom edge touching the bottom of the bumper cover and contour it upward. Now you want to grab the bracket for the rear mud flap. The brackets are not side specific, so grab either one. The flat end here, I'm going to put the round spacer on it. This end down here is going to get a clip. Now you want to put the bracket behind the mud flap, sort of just hold it up, get an idea where everything's going to go, make sure you have the right side, the logo's facing the back. Now put a large screw with a washer through the middle. We put the taller spacer on the back, and we're going to carefully thread it in. Just a couple turns to hold it in place. Now you grab another long screw and a washer. And this time we're going to use the short plastic spacer and put that up top here where the foam is. And then line that up with the other clip. Again, just a couple turns keep in place. You want to keep everything loose for now. Grab two short screws and two more washers. I'm going to thread into the two additional holes left here. Again, just get them in there and snug for now so we can adjust the mud flap before we finally tighten everything down. What I'll do is get the flap nice and straight, then tighten everything down. Again, just get them snug. We're screwing in the plastic so you can strip it pretty easily if you make them too tight. I'll repeat the process on the other side and your installation is finished.